I don't know whoever convinced the black person that a black person is an average person, a black person is not good enough. A black person can't move from here to here. But whoever did that actually has had a drastic impact on us, to the extent that it has taken control of our minds and our potentials. And black people are supposed to free themselves from that. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ambassador Vix, and I am back with another awesome video. Growing up in a small town called Tamsu, located in the southern part of Ghana, I've come across several black people or Ghanaians who think that they are not good enough, who think that they can't achieve success, who think that they can't be among the top most quality people. And this thing is kind of hindering our progress or our success as black people. Now, upon doing my research, I realized that despite other reasons or other factors, there are two important factors or prominent factors that is contributing the black person to thinking that he or she is not good enough. One is called mediocrity. Two is imposter syndrome. Now let us tackle them one by one. Basically, mediocrity is the quality of being intermediate or being an average person. Being within, not thinking that you can go up. We've thought ourselves that as far as I'm a black person, I can't move from here to here. I'm supposed to be here. And this thing has kind of wired us into believing that we cannot be good enough. Now, there is a book written by Carter G. Woodson, and the title of the book is The Miseducation of the Negro. Negro basically means a black person. Now, Woodson was an African-American journalist, a historian, or an author who basically dedicated his life to promoting African-American education and preserving the contributions of black people in the American and global history. And the book, The Miseducation of the Negro, explores how systematic education has perpetuated the black person to believing that he or she is not good enough. He or she is inferior. And that thing has transcended from generations to generations for a black person to believe that he or she is not good enough. Last year, 2024, around December, I came across a video from Vusi Temdapaye. Most of us know him. Vusi Temdapaye is a South African and global speaker and also an entrepreneur. He has been doing public speaking for more than 20 years. And in spite of the credentials, according to Vusi Temdapaye, the only people that do question the credentials are black people.
My experience, and it's just been my experience, we don't yet, sadly, have a deeply held belief that we too are equal to the rest of the world. I am the highest paid speaker in the continent. Number 2 is so far away from me, they might as well be number 200. And yet, the only persons who will question my credentials or my talent or credibility is Africans. Now, you must understand, I'm 39 years old. I started public speaking at 15, competed at a world championship and won at 17, turned professional at 19. What I've forgotten about this business, the average person will never learn. But even though that's the case, a person who knows nothing about my business will still question me just because they look like me. They think that gives them the right. If I'm experiencing that, could you imagine what it's like being an entrepreneur trying to start a business that makes sneakers or shirts or clothes, or open up a small little pantry store or start a bakery and start exporting to the rest of the world? Imagine what it must be like to be an entrepreneur who wants to get into agriculture and supply food to the rest of the continent. Imagine what those entrepreneurs are facing. The work I do today is a lot about helping Africans understand you are just as good as the rest of the world. You're just as capable. Your products are just as good. And you've got to believe in yourself, because if you don't, believe me, the rest of the world isn't going to do it for you.
So it really tells you that we even believe that we can't do better. And that is a problem. So with the imposter syndrome, it's more or less like psychological. It's like a psychological phenomena that makes an individual unable to internalize his or her accomplishment, making the person convinced that the person doesn't deserve success, It makes you believe that you yourself do not deserve success. And looking around you as an African in your neighborhood, some of these things go on. Most black people believe that they do not deserve success. There's an article that I came across, and that article was contributed by two people. Ruchika Tosian and Jodi Ann Burey. It was published by the Harvard Business Review in 2021. Basically, the article discusses how social biases and workplace dynamics can contribute to imposter syndrome among Black professionals and provide strategies to overcome it. We are not going into the article, but I'm going to explain to you the basics of that article. There are some benefits that a Black person or Black woman wouldn't get, but a white person will get. That is where the white supremacy also comes in. In as much as the Black person would contribute greatly, that award or honor will push to a white person, and you, the Black person, wouldn't get the honor. And those things have contributed, psyched us into believing that we do not deserve success. Now is the time for every Black person, whoever's color looks same like mine, to know that some of these things are causing us not to, believing that we can do something great for ourselves and even our continent. That is why on our continent, most of the projects that goes on our continent or that go on our continent are being led by the white people. I'm a Ghanaian. That is why I have the Ghana flag here. So when I'm talking about certain things, I use Ghana as a case study. If you come to Ghana, most of the government projects going on, we should have someone who has the color of a white person to lead. That is why even the Black Stars, most of the coaches are white people, because we believe that a Black person can't, manage his own affairs. Like Kwame Nkrumah said, a Black person is capable of managing his own affairs. So this content is going to be a short content. But you and I know, as a Black person watching me right now, that around you, your friends, your family, your bosses, they think that no, you yourself do not deserve certain, honor just because you're a Black person. There are some benefits that in your own country or locality, a white person will come from their country and benefit those things. But you yourself, as being a citizen or resident of that place, you don't benefit. That is why as we talk right now, the continent Africa and some countries like Ghana, the white people are the people that do benefit, but the citizens do not benefit. As we are already in 2025 and we began 2025 January, I want every Black person to know that you can move from here to here. Do not let anyone tell you that you are not good enough. It's about time Black people, we unlearn, relearn certain things to set ourselves free. Because we are sick and tired of questioning ourselves. You are questioning Vusi Thembekwayo's credentials. But a person like Charlie Kirks in the US says something or does something, you are unable to question that person. And we go around and we tell ourselves that white people are doing us. We are doing ourselves. I urge each and every Black person, someone whose color looks exactly like mine or similar like mine, to know that you can do something great for your continent. You can achieve success from your home country to elsewhere. Let us seek knowledge and apply. Let us learn from our failures, and together we can develop the continent Africa. My name has always been Ambassador Vex, and I'm dedicating my life to promoting Ghana and Africa in a positive way. Subscribe to the channel, you comment, you like, and you share. See you next time in another episode. Sokoto, Mayande.